Hello everyone, so hope you all are doing good. Today I'm here with you all to share a few of the very precious books that I have for learning English, and I want to share these books with you because they have served as a gold mine for me when I was struggling to learn the correct form of English. Although I was good with communication, but sometime I used to think that I need some grammatical improvements in my English speaking skills, writing skills. So for that I did a lot of research that which of the books can I prefer, because like Wren and Martin is a bible and everyone has gone through that book, but I wanted to have a particular book which could have very good pictorial representations, which could be interactive, which could have exercises so that I can learn something and I can perform the exercises at the very next step. Once I read a particular topic, once I learn a particular topic, immediately I get to have some exercises in that very book itself, and I get to know certain solutions at the back of the page. So for that I researched a lot. So I am bringing certain books which I have accumulated over time. So the very first book that I have here is The English Grammar in Use. This is one of my personal favorite. I have completed this book and I want to show you how this book looks like from internal section. So this is the book, and you can see here that you would be seeing certain pictorial representations, that if there is any conversation, people are talking to one another, so it helps you relate more. At the same time, you can see that I have filled up the exercises here because I was learning some of the topics. The topic is written here, although it must not be visible correctly because it is coming as a mirror image. For example, here are the contents talking about all the tenses. Clearly each and every exercise defines that which is what is present tense, representation of that particular tense, and the exercises for that. So everything that a grammar could cover, from tenses to modals to part of speech to clauses to adjectives to adverbs to pronouns to prepositions, and everything that is covered in this book. I will give you the link how to get this book from Amazon. I think I have got this book from Amazon. And you can also have, the very good part is, like, you can also have the ebook for this. So if you prefer ebooks over reading, then you can also go for this. And that's it. That this is one of my personal favorite book, so I will post the link here in the description so you can get it one for yourself. And I will definitely say that if you complete the exercises and you go through each and every topic here, you will definitely master the English language. So the next book that I have here is Practical English Usage. It is from Oxford University, so you can totally rely on the content and authenticity of this book. It is the book by Michael Swan. So if I talk about this book, I will recommend that once you are done with the first book that I had recommended, English Grammar in Use, after that you should go to this book, because this is not for beginners. It is one for the intermediate people, like ones who are the ones who already know the English content, English grammar, English vocabulary, and then they want to move to this. And it is the structure of the book is like a regular book. It is not having that graphical or pictorial representations. It is not hosting the exercises. It is all together talking about the grammar in general. So I would definitely recommend this book. I have gone through this. It is one of, I can say it is one of the Bible of English grammar. But definitely go through this book once you are done with English Grammar and Use book. I will give the link of this book also in the description so that you can get one for yourself. So the next book that I want to talk about is WordParMade Easy. It is again one of the Bible which helps you build your vocabulary from scratch, and the method that it adopts to teach your vocabulary is fantastic. So it help you learn the vocabulary words with the help of roots. It is from Norman Lewis. This is the book which I have been following since my college days, since the final year of my college. So a little bit about this book is like, WordParMade Easy does not just add words to your vocabulary, it teaches ideas and method of broadening your knowledge as an integral part of vocabulary building process. So it is not about just a book which enlists all the vocabulary words. It helps you retain, firstly formalize those words, how these words are formalized based on their roots, what is the meaning, and what are the sentences that could be framed, so that you can retain these vocabulary words. And that is the most interesting part. It is a very small book, just like a novel, and I always keep it by my side whenever I get some time to learn some vocabulary words, because you know that English vocabulary is a very big list to learn, and you have to spend quite some time to learn as much as words as possible. So try to learn at least 5 new words every day. You won't know that how much it will be accumulated over time. So just 5 words new every day, learn them, use them in sentences, speak about them, write sentences, and that's how you will be utilizing this book as much as possible. Another book that I have here, and I'm sure most of you must have heard about this book, is Oxford English Dictionary. So it is an English dictionary. Any word of English that you come across which you want to know the meaning of, the synonyms, the antonyms, you can refer to this book. The publisher is Oxford, so you can rely that how much authentic this book is. My father got this book when I was in schools, and since then I am having this book. But it is not a book that I would recommend to read every day. Whenever you get to see a new word, whether you are learning, whether you are reading a newspaper, or you are reading a novel, or you are seeing any particular web series, even though that word is being used but you are having a difficulty to learn the context, you can always have this book to understand the meaning. So it will help you learn every English word that you want to learn. So this is the Bible, I would say. This is the Bible of English words. So another book that I want to share with you guys is 1984. It is written by George Orwell. So as you can see that I have lot of collection of, because I am an avid reader. I like reading a lot. I like reading English books which talk about grammar, which talk about vocabulary, and also the fiction and non-fiction books. So if I talk about this 1984, if you go and search, this is one of the very famous books which people recommend. So I got one for myself. This is from George Orwell, as I said. So what this book enlists is it's talk about the time of uncertainty, of social injustice. For example, you can relate it to the time of Hitler and Mussolini, where there was a lot of chaos in people's life between the period of 1941 to 45, during the World War II period, where these people were creating a havoc on people's life. They were the autocratic rulers, and you can remember it from the very famous Holocaust event, in which Hitler summoned to kill thousands and millions of Jewish people. So this book talks about uncertainty and the time of crime that happened in history. So I would recommend this book. This is one of the book that I have read, because it is one of the recommended books, like someone recommended me, so I got this book for myself. Here I want to end this video with one of the finest book that I have. It is a very light reading book. It is The Adventures of Huckleberry and Finn. So whatever books that I have recommended you, I have gone through a structure, like getting you used to books that are talking about the definite grammar rules and definite vocabularies and dictionary, and the one that I recommended, 1984, it is also one which I think it is a heavy reading book. But if you want something which is a set of light reading, where you want to just engage into a story, so it is a story of a character who is Huckleberry Finn. It is written by one of the very famous writer, Mark Twain. So what the best part in this book is, like as I said, this is a story of a person. You can see some pictorial representations here. So on one side you can see the graphic images, and on the other side you have the story to read. It is hardbound, you can see, but it is very light. So whenever I used to travel, I used to carry this book, and it is very easy to complete. I mean, like, it is so much engaging that you would be reading it and you would be engaged with the life of this person who is Huckleberry Finn. So I could recommend that. It is meant for children, it is meant for adults as well. So these are the books that I recommend you all to go through.